The game you didn't know you were playing. From the moment you're born, something begins. Not a story written in words, but in systems, in progress bars and branching paths, in invisible algorithms measuring your every move. Life doesn't just feel like a game, it behaves like one. But not the kind you play for fun, not the kind with clear objectives or neatly labeled quests. This game is vast, subtle, procedurally generated in real time. And you are both the player and the code. At the start, you're dropped into level 1. No guide, no map, just light, sound, warmth. You learn to move, to speak, to navigate the interface of being human. These are the early tutorials, simple mechanics. Tie your shoes, learn to read, say I love you and understand what that means. You level up through trial and error. XP earned through scraped knees and sleepless nights. At first, it's easy. Then, like clockwork, the difficulty spikes. Life introduces its first boss battles. They don't come with dramatic music or flashing health bars. They come as heartbreak, loss, betrayal, illness, and you feel underleveled, unprepared. But here's the catch. The game only sends a boss when it knows you've unknowingly trained for it. All those previous levels, they weren't filler. They were forging your toolkit, resilience, patience, adaptation. It's not failure if you fall. It's only game logic, a checkpoint. You get up, carry the XP forward, and press on. And the deeper you go, the more the world opens up. New quests emerge, not always in the form of grand dreams or public accolades, but quiet internal missions. Heal from this, forgive them, create something meaningful, let go. These aren't side quests, they're main story arcs. Hidden threads of code triggering deeper transformation. And like any game with complexity, the mechanics evolve as you do. You unlock new abilities, not fireballs or double jumps, but emotional alchemy. Turning pain into wisdom, channeling anger into change, choosing empathy where vengeance once lived. These are your power-ups. And the strange part? The more you grow, the more you start to see the patterns, the rendering seams in the world, the reused assets in human behavior. You spot the invisible quest markers above people's heads. You notice NPCs glitching, repeating the same lines stuck in loops of unresolved code. You begin to wonder, is everyone playing the same game? Or are we each inside our own simulation, occasionally sinking when our paths intersect? You find allies, some permanent, some temporary. Mentors who drop rare items of truth, sidekicks who keep you alive in the co-op missions of grief and healing, rivals who teach you more through friction than any friend ever could. But no one can carry your controller. This is a single-player campaign in disguise. Then come the long stretches of nothing, grinding, days where nothing seems to change, when it feels like the game forgot you. But these too are part of the system, buffering zones, places to refine skills, gather strength, align for what's coming, and something always comes. There's no main menu in this game, no save points to revert to. Every action is permanent, written into the code of who you're becoming. Choices ripple outward, subtle, unstoppable. Some open doors you'll walk through years later. Others quietly close off paths you'll never know existed. And here's where the science fiction creeps in. What if this isn't just metaphor? What if the universe is a reactive engine? A self-learning construct, rendering reality based on your intentions, your attention, your alignment. What if free will isn't just choice, but input? What if emotion is a controller, and consciousness, the console? Imagine a system so complex, so adaptive, that it evolves in real time with you, A game that writes new mechanics as you discover them. A reality that bends not just to physics, but to belief, to observation, to narrative structure. And what if, just what if, some of us are starting to remember how to play? What if deja vu is code reuse, dreams, memory leaks, synchronicity, a debugging message left behind by something or someone watching the simulation evolve? We build our character sheets in silence. We gain traits like wisdom, patience, humor, grace, and we shed old stats, envy, fear, the need to control. Each major choice reshapes the archetype we're becoming. Will you be the healer, the explorer, the strategist, or something this simulation has never rendered before? And when you die, and yes, that too is part of the code, it may not be game over. Maybe it's New Game Plus. Maybe it's upload. Maybe it's expansion pack. But for now, you're here in this level, faced with a new challenge, and you get to decide, do you level up or log off? The choice always is yours. And the story, it keeps writing itself around you.